Boom. Now we've got audio. Can you tap your chest mic? Just
Yeah, sure. I'm getting
it's
some
working.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
working.
Perfect. Hey. Good to sit down with you,
I know.
A-Rod.
Good to have you here. Good to catch you before Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's going to be a long trip representing Entropy out there, but really awesome anytime I get to stop by Digital Spenders Club. You guys here at the HQ, you do incredible work, and it feels like not Disneyland, but I guess like Imagineering, like behind the scenes.
Dope,
So,
man.
yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up.
Hell yeah, anytime.
You're close to San Diego, so you got to make a habit of it.
Right. No, I'll be up here whenever. Yeah, whenever you guys throw anything, I'll be out. So guys, today we're here for a very important thing. We're unveiling a brand new product, and this is probably our biggest product reveal of the entire year over here at Entropy, and we couldn't have asked for better partners to reveal it with. Digital Spenders Club, I mean, we'll let them explain in a little bit, but true champions of crypto culture. And at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to revolutionize crypto culture. We're trying to push the envelope, ship things that people see that changes their perception of what's possible in Web3. And I think we've really done that with this. Yeah.
I think so too. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to celebrate you guys. You know, we first heard about you guys from our buddy JW over at Solana Spaces, and we got into it. And the first hits always go on the website, go on the socials. We knew nothing about you guys. And I just immediately digged it. Everyone over here was like, wow, this is really cool. They're doing something that's totally different. And they're doing, you know, people throw the word culture around. And I think the way that you guys have approached the space and the project is just is a beautiful thing, right? So we were into it. We were geeking out on it. And then we had the opportunity to meet Professor Lambo and based intern at Solana Spaces this year, at Solana Summer House here at our HQ. And, you know, they were just special guys. They didn't, you know, we had the most amazing collection of artists from all over the Solana ecosystem.
Right.
We had 12 different artists exhibiting, but Entropy moved in its very own way, right? They're like, no, we need this space. This is how we're going to build it out. This is what we want to do in the space. So with all that deliberate, you know, tapping into who you guys are, we just started geeking out, and we threw some ideas around, and I think we flexed a little bit, but I think you guys flexed even harder. And this bundle came together in a way that I just never, you know, when we first started, we were thinking it was going to be one unique artifact. And I think it's going to be a great moment for Digital Spenders Club and for Entropy to come together and kind of give love back to the Entropy community.
Totally. No, I that conversation, I wasn't a part of because I wasn't on the team yet. But from what I've heard was a really brilliant conversation. I mean, if there's one thing we bring, it's passion and it's talent, right? And those two things, when you combine, you can make anything happen. It might not necessarily be the biggest production, it might not reach the most people, but you know what you have when it's there. There's a special magic to it. And we try to bring that to everything that we do.
Yep.
So, I mean, in that conversation, from what I understand, Lambo and Aruder were telling me like, these guys are trying to do something, and this is going to change Entropy forever. But if we infuse what we do best, which is taking things to 11 and really dialing it in from that in-industry perspective, then we can make this something truly special. And I think what we have right in front of, I know we keep talking about it, it's right here. It's like a magic, it's like the Ark of the Covenant. It feels like Indiana Jones. But yeah, this thing right here will change the course of crypto history forever. And it came out of that conversation. It came out of the Summer House and what Digital Spenders Club hosted here. And thank you guys for doing that too. I mean, as a creative in the industry, it's events like that that really push the envelope and bring new talent to light. And this is one thing that never would have happened if it weren't for that night. But I'm sure it was countless.
And look, we love Solana, but there's something so beautiful about the community. Like when they were all here, the artists were here. We made it about the artists. We didn't make it about the sponsors. We wanted it to be like the anti-crypto event, in that, like, you know, the only people here that were allowed to shill that weekend were the artists. And they weren't shilling, they were sharing themselves. So I think that was the immediate connection. And then when it came to meeting like Professor Lambo, you know, we had some rough version ones of what we wanted to put together. We had like a concept.
Yeah.
And when they came, like, I think the honesty is what drove this to the point where it was worth dropping, and where everyone's proud to like announce this today and like, you know, auction on Wednesday and drop it officially on Friday. Like this is this came together because two groups of people that want to do dope shit held each other accountable. So like, I'll show you, as we start to unveil what's in the box, like the 1.0 of this, I'll never forget, based intern looks at me and goes, "This is kind of whack over here." And I remember it was kind of like a test,
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, no, you got to go full. Like, you got to tell me exactly what you think of it. And we knew we found good collaborators and good partners because we both felt the same way. You don't we didn't intro it as like, here's the pig. Like, we totally fucked this version one up. We just showed it to them, and they responded the way we would have responded, which is like, how do we drive it so it's special? How do we drive it so that it's something somebody wants in their house forever? And how do we do it so that it really exudes what we're about and what you guys are about? Because it doesn't work unless we hit both of those strings in like a resonant way. And I think we did it. And then, we couldn't have asked for better partners. You guys stepped up. And I think Professor Lambo went a little crazy here. I don't know if this is gonna like shift your guys' axis or anything, because there's a couple things he did that we didn't even ask for, and he just went all in. So I think everyone's gonna be excited to see what we do here.
I think some axes are gonna be shifted, and people are gonna end up totally blown away. Let's start unpacking this, but first let me talk a little bit about Entropy and what we've been doing over the past year gearing up for this box, because we're a project that I think offers 4 things. We've really dialed in on our pillars. We've got the DPIN element, that's decentralized physical infrastructure networks. It's like crypto mining. Yep. And we have a miner that yields Solana meme coins in Entropy. And you plug that into your wall. It's a piece of hardware. It's really cool, nifty, sleek. It's like the iPhone of crypto miners. Yep. And then in addition to that, we've got the NFT element. That's part 2. And that's an element of digital culture and a Web3 sort of community building. Yep. And the Acolyte NFT collection you're going to see in this box we're going to open plays a central role in what we've got going on here. And then third pillar, we've got the Entropy token, of course, naturally, ticker ENT, got that all on chain. And all of these tokenomic ecosystems feed into one another. Ultimately, Entropy is a cohesive product that you can enter and really sort of explore a bunch of different avenues of what crypto and Web3 has to offer. Yep. Through just our universe, right? And then the final thing we just unveiled, Entropy Capital Markets, is a sort of decentralized perps exchange kind of a thing, liquidity, synthetic. I'm not the code monkey behind it, but it's cool, and it's never before been done, and it represents this sort of new chapter in Entropy as this kind of, how can we add utility to the ecosystem that will in turn burn these tokens, that will in turn increase the value of the yields and the NFTs, and everything sort of intersperses. So that's why I think we went so all out when we sat down and initiated this conversation, and y'all put something on our plate and we were like, this is good, but we have a big appetite and we've got a lot to offer. And so diving in and really taking all those 4 components out and infusing them into this box, I think we've come away with something really special. Yeah.
And we were super excited how that conversation went, because our mandate, we're a lifestyle culture brand, and we're here because we love crypto. We want to celebrate the projects that we think are super legit. And in this process, I think a lot of things were brought up that you guys might do in the future that this kind of hints at, right? So in all of the collaborations we like to do, we hope that we're setting an ambitious trajectory for the future of our collaborator. And like, I think, Professor Lambo, this started really cranking the wheels on like the ways you guys are going to moving forward. But to be a part of that history and to be a part of doing that for you guys was just exciting. It was really cool because, again, we're fans. We think what you're doing is rad. And to be able to be a part of it and show how we would kind of remix with you, it was really fun. It was a really fun project.
We couldn't have done it without you, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's great. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what the community thinks and what everybody out there on the interwebs feels about it.
Yeah, well, you want to crack this lid and show them maybe the pièce de résistance?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll start where we started, which is this first piece.
Good luck, guys.
So,
wow. Holy moly.
So the first thing we thought was we need something that's IRL, something that sits on your desk, something that you can really, really love, and it sits right next to your Ashler, right? Because we imagine everyone in your community has either 1 or 5 Ashlers lined up, and they're mining and they're talking to each other, and everyone's on Zooms, everyone's connected. But what do they have that kind of represents their fandom in this? So, like I said, we built one of these out originally, and we pitched it out to Professor Lambo. We're like, hey, what do you think of this? And then he went and got really dirty with it. So he pushed us so much further. I mean, this thing. Feel this thing.
Yeah.
This thing weighs
Whoa,
almost 3 pounds.
whoa,
Like
what?
It's a real, fully resin.
I could bench this
Work of art. And if you check out the bottom of it, there's only 12 made on the planet.
No way. Look at that.
So we made them limited edition.
Look at that.
And they turned out super dope. And the Catalina whales are known for their headshot, but they're not known for their body composition, their full body composition. So we worked with a 3D artist. It took us a few months to get that right, down to the wrinkles in the pants. I think the first thing Based Insert told me was like, I need a gold tooth. So this entire work of art is hand painted, and I think the gold tooth turned out to be one of the coolest parts about the whole thing.
Absolutely. Check it.
So you could see, yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting on the couch next to you right now.
and if you turn him around, like you can see, it's fully
molded.
It's fully molded. No one's ever done this before. So this is a 1 of 12. I think one is going to stay with us at DSC, and one's going to go over to Entropy. So there's really only 10 available. And the first one we're doing, the first thing we're doing is auctioning it off as part of the NFT drop this Wednesday on Drip. So we're super stoked. I think that was the first item.
You heard it here first. This is the only way to get this initially. To be the first person to get your hands on this is to participate in the Drip auction that's coming up this week. The winner of the Drip auction this week will also go home with this astounding, the full box, not just the statue. We're sending them home with the whole shebang. So yeah, you're gonna be able to get your hands on this a little soon.
So what do you do? What do you do when you bring that to the table and you're talking to guys at Entropy and you're like, all right, this is a start. Like, we want to do something cool. Can we do a piece of apparel with it, which we have, which you'll see revealed later this week. But then we asked them, okay, how do you take it to the next level? What will make this even more special for the community over at Entropy? Like, what are the miners going to geek out about? So, it goes without saying, you got to include an Ashlar. So we definitely have an Ashlar in the box. But when you ask yourself, like, the true core fans, the guys that are going to just kill for this stuff, they probably already have an Ashlar, right? So the conversation led to that. Like, all of our guys have maybe maxed out. They probably got 5 miners, on fire on their desk, and they got like 4 cooling systems just to make sure that they're all working fine. And what do we do? What do we do to be unique and special? So that's when Professor Lambo really stood in there and flexed, and he's like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do custom NFTs. So everybody that buys a box will be able to collaborate directly with me, Professor Lambo, speak on his behalf, and they're going to go through the entire process of making a 1 of 1. So your NFT is going to be a 1 of 1. And, he starts playing but that's not all game. Like, we're straight up in the 90s, and there's a ShamWow commercial going on. And he goes, I want to make the NFT even more special, and I'm going to give it a multiple. So that NFT, no matter what Ashlar it certifies, is going to bring a 1.33x multiple. And I'm like, that's cool. But what do we do about the fact that if someone already has, 5 Ashlars, like, they're capped out, right? They buy the box, it's cool. They got an Ashlar as a decoration, maybe as a Christmas gift for a buddy, but they can't use it. Well, the truth is, he really unlocked, I think, what's the most magical part about this whole thing, which is the fact that if you have the 1 of 1 NFT and you use it to certify this Ashlar or any Ashlar that you might have, it no longer fits under the household cap, right? So these 10 people, hey, it could be one person. Maybe somebody wants all 10, so they'll be the only one with 15 Ashlars above the household cap. But every box you buy, you get an Ashlar that's essentially an outlaw Ashlar. You're the only ones that can have over 5 of the household cap. So, it's beautiful when 2 sides come together and we could trigger like an idea with this dope ass piece of art, right? A relic that can go in your room next to your miners. But for Entropy to step in and do what they did, which is give us this unique piece of art, this unique NFT that unlocks all this power, I don't know. We couldn't be any happier, and we're so excited to give this to you guys in the Entropy community. It's exactly what the DSC is here to do.
You guys hit the nail on the head. I mean, this thing is immaculate. The camera probably doesn't even do it justice. I mean, this is really like an idol that you ought to have on an altar in your home. It's a beautiful object, yeah, I think. So the one thing is to create a beautiful object, and you know, Pudgy Penguin says beautiful objects, and other folks have beautiful objects. But I think it's another thing to really infuse it with that crypto culture and that on-chain integration. And that's really, I think, where our collaboration just thrived. I mean, we've taken not just this object, but we've given you tokenomic incentive. You can now have 6 ashlars instead of the 5 when you get this object. And we've included the NFT element where you'll get a custom one-of-one honorary to accompany your artifact and your ashlar. I mean, what else do you want, right? Like, I mean,
It's
this
super awesome.
totally comprehensive. It's not just about, let me buy some merch to celebrate the project I want, but how does buying merch give me a more involved role or deeper insight or bigger participation in that community, in that IP, in that brand? And I think that's where you guys, I mean, you've shined. You really...
Well, some of the projects we work with, like, we do enable the ability to like rep or to experience the project in a deeper way, right? Help tell their story. But you guys are a little 2.0. I mean, this idea that mining nothing only means something if the culture makes it mean something, if the people mining make it mean something, like that you guys like hit us in our love strings when we read that. You know, like we're so aligned in that way, and so it had to go up another level. And I think that's why we had to work to make this so valuable, and to make it more than just. It's not just an action figure that sits on your desk. It's a work of art level creation, and you get to, you know, display it proudly next to your number 6 or your number 6 through
So however many
15.
y'all can get your hands on.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's going to be, I mean, highly competitive. I mean, there's a group of enthusiasts in Entropy that would kill for a 6th ashlar, and luckily y'all don't have to hurt anybody. You can just acquire this nice whale. It's wonderful, really. And about the whale, what is it about the whale? I think that really, what speaks to you when you see this, or what does a whale mean to you? Or
I mean, I think originally, you know, just the art of it was dope, and it's really a headshot in the PFP, right? And we were like, okay, is there a way that we can expand on it and make it like a full body, right? What does it look like if it's the both of us? So that's the way, you know, that's kind of initial thought. And then if you really get into like the idea of a whale and what it's meant in crypto and what it's meant previously and what it means now, like it's evolved to a point where it's become such an influential figure, right? It used to be someone in the shadows would just come up like kind of like a real whale and just like eat all the fish, right? They would buy it, you'd see the wallet address, you'd know it was somebody heavy coming in, and you could talk about it and they may or may not even tell you who they were. But now the way crypto rolls, like the whales really mean something. The whales move the community, the whales move the culture, the whales even influence like how the tech's built and why we're building the tech. So I think because the idea of a whale has become so much more significant in our ecosystem, it's nice to have like a real whale on your desk, and also it's nice to have a whale in like, you know, a pair of J's and a hoodie, rather than, you know, in a Patagonia vest or a suit. So we did the whale our way, you know?
That's so real. Yeah, no, I mean, it's been an increasing trend in the culture, I think, crypto-wide. When the industry started, it really was very much, let's keep to the shadows, how private can we stay, and whose hair can we keep out of. But nowadays, folks are more willing to take a stand for what they believe in and build the industry that they want to participate in. And I think just in the past 5 years, really seeing an increase in folks really taking the initiative to start, you know, building, you know, projects that do new things in culture or art or whatever. But further than that, tokenomics, technology, like you talked about, these are people that at this point, you know, 10 years ago, crypto was too new and we didn't really have a sense for what we were building. But nowadays, I think people are really dialed in, okay, this is what I want to achieve in the industry. This is what I think is possible. And from these past 10 years of experience, and of course these 10 figures in my crypto wallet, we can make anything happen. And
that's what's exciting for us to work with you guys, because you are pushing the limits of what's being built, what's being developed, how the tech works, and how this is going to help, you know, the people that it should be helping in the ecosystem, which are the artists, which are the builders and the creators and the people that drive culture. Like, this is as a gift from us to you and your guys' community. we just wanted to commemorate that and kind of recognize you guys for being dope.
Yeah, no, I think it goes back to some things that you touched on earlier. Honesty is a key principle of what we're up to at Entropy, and giving a real look at the industry and not sugarcoating it, and you know, not being afraid to ruffle some feathers as we advocate for what we think is the right direction. And that's something that's always set us apart. It's riled up some people who we've tried to collaborate with, and other folks have got it. And it seems like y'all get it. And
We do.
And that's something that, I mean, I can't thank you enough, honestly.
Well, there's no doubt whenever anyone goes to your site and reads it for the first time, they're thinking, is this guy fucking with me? Or is this real? Or like we went through the full motion, and I was like, this is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful story because you get to live it when you touch it and experience it. So I'm hoping you guys feel the same way when you get this box and you unpack it and you're unlocking that next Ashler and getting into it, because that's what we want. We want to support what your community is currently doing.
Yeah, let's talk about everything that's in the box. So it's the NFT. So you get a custom one-of-one acolyte, and it's a special exempt honorary acolyte that allows you to activate a 6th Ashlar. So you can get, or I guess theoretically 7th, 8th, 9th if you really want to buy a lot of these. And yeah, so you can get more Ashlar for your honorary acolyte, and it's going to look really cool too. I mean, it's going to look like whatever you want it to look like.
Yep. You actually get to influence the way it looks like. That's even cooler. You get to sketch, you get to send a sketch in, you get to work with the artist at Entropy, and they will build you one that means something to you, which, I mean, how cool is that, right? You're usually just taking what's out there.
Right. No, this is the Hermes Birkin of NFTs. I mean, we are really inviting you into the office. You've got a special appointment. You're going to sit down with the team, and we're going to make sure that it looks really good. I think that just wouldn't have been possible without Digital Spenders Club, honestly. This idea of crypto can be luxury retail, and that we can create a product that people in the industry recognize as just as valuable as a Louis purse or as a Supreme jacket or whatever, and do something that is even more valuable, because we're not just creating an object, we're creating, you know, culture, we're creating tokenomics, we're creating this sort of synthesized ecosystem, and that
an infrastructure for what that should look like moving forward. No matter what the item, no matter what the brand, like, you guys are building those building blocks.
You guys are watching history. That's what this is, really. I mean, this literally 10 years ago, I mean, it almost makes me want to cry. Like 10 years ago, this literally wouldn't have existed. And to see this in front of us today is like, how far have we come as an industry? I mean, us as a project is one thing, and Digital Spenders Club is one thing, but as crypto and as people, and I think what you're saying is right. This is trailblazing what I think ultimately will become the future of humanity. Like, I know levels bigger than I think any of us can actually register.
Absolutely. It's awesome. I mean, we hope so. We hope it's at least that, right?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And so the first one of these is going to be available at auction this week, starting tomorrow. Or
the first NFT is going to be on Drip on Wednesday.
And so you guys will have a chance to get this at auction, and that's pretty much going to be your surest shot at getting these, I think.
Yep.
After that, they are going to hit the DSC website.
On Friday, we're going to open the drop on the DSC website at spenders.club. So you can go in there and you could buy the full bundle. But remember, you got to apply for a card. You got to be a card-carrying member. So that's something new for the Entropy. You know,
talk a little bit about
as you bring us into your world, we bring you into ours.
Yeah.
But we have a digital Spenders card. It's priceless. You go to the website spenders.club and you apply for one, and we'll send you one, and you'll be ready to go. And you'll need that to authenticate and open our Shopify experience essentially on the website. It's an EVM hardware wallet. It's easy to use, but make sure you get one of those so that when it drops on Friday, you're able to buy it.
Yeah, go and do that right now. Everyone that doesn't have that already. What was the website again?
Spenders.club.
Spenders.
And you just hit join, and we ask you barely any information, just enough to be able to get it to you.
Yeah, we're not KYCing you guys.
Yeah, not at all. Who wants that?
Sweet.
That's actually the reason we did it. We did it so that card-carrying members were treated as such, with no KYC, with no you give us the information you want us to have. Otherwise, you just use your card, and that card gives you access to everything in our universe, whether it's like these unique artifacts we're making, or the IRL experiences, or some of the content we make. Like, it's all done through the card.
That's so clever, honestly. I think how buy crypto for crypto, right? To really allow people to be just as sort of transparent, or what's the right word?
You got to use it to be it, right? It's
Right.
kind of like what you guys are doing with the miners.
No,
You
straight
gotta, you either are or you aren't, and if you're doing it, you are, and that's where the value is.
Yeah. No, it's going back to what you said earlier. It's a lifestyle thing almost.
Yeah, it is.
It's a way of being. Yeah.
It is for us, so
Super
that's why
philosophical.
we make stuff.
Hell yeah. I'm feeling like I'm out of questions. Let me double check. Is there anything from the audience? Has folks said anything? I'm seeing proud of you, twin. What is the gift? It's a big box of all kinds of goodies, and this is the main event. This incredible
We have that.
figure.
We have some exclusive apparel in here. You'll get an Entropy hat. You'll get a DSC hat. You'll get an Ashler. Again, you'll get the opportunity to design a one-of-one NFT. So all those things come together in this unique box that you get sent to your house, and you get to open up and enjoy and touch and feel and get beyond that digital experience.
Yeah, no, and for you who are entropy enthusiasts and who have been in the community for a long time, who've already maxed out your Ashlars, who already have a portfolio full of acolytes, this represents for you guys the first real chance you have to level up, the first real chance you have to play a deeper role, to get your 6th Ashlar, to have your honorary, to rise up to that champion status in entropy. We love everyone equally, but this Ashlar does get 1.33x yields, so tokenomically speaking.
It's gonna work hard for you.
Yeah.
We have someone in there. Maybe that's something from your guys' lore. Oh no, it's not. They're asking us if it's Pepe.
Yeah, people probably said something. Such a cool gift. Was good. That's insane. No way. So that's what you look like without glasses. Yeah, hell yeah. And on the X, we probably got a couple questions, but what else can we talk about, you think?
I mean, I'm just really excited. I hope you guys, jump on the auction this Wednesday. I hope you're there for us, on the website when we drop the rest of the boxes. Like, let us know what you think. Like, as you open these, as you touch them, as you feel them, like, you're the most important. You're the reason that we do all this. So we want you guys to really love everything that we do. And I think this is only the beginning for DSC and Entropy. I think this is our first stop on many stops. So hearing from the community is going to be the most important thing for us during this process. Is like, having people enjoy it and having people tell us, hey, more of this, more of that. Like, we're here for it.
Give us your feedback. Jump in on those comment sections and on those X for Digital Spenders Club and for Entropy, and let us know what you think. Join us in the Discord and give us your input. I mean, we ultimately make this for us, and we make this under the assumption that we are like you. So it helps us do it if you tell us what you are like.
Absolutely, absolutely, right? I mean, all those touch points are really important, and it's supposed to be a conversation, not just us like throwing the stuff out there. We do this for the love of it.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly that this is just the first stone on a long journey of what ultimately is going to be, I think, an incredible path to a new crypto culture and a new reality for our industry.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, I know you're headed to Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
And you got to get to LAX.
I got a flight to catch.
Which is going to be, I'm sure, a nice magical mystery tour, at least on this end. Once you get to Abu Dhabi, the airport's easy.
Yeah.
But, we hope you have a great time in the desert. And yeah, man, we hope that over the next couple of weeks, we're all sharing in the success of the drop.
Yeah, keep an eye out on the timeline because more information about this is going to be dropping pretty much every day for the next few weeks.
Exactly.
You're going to get tired of hearing from us, but buy the thing. And yeah, I'm gonna head to Abu Dhabi, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, man,
I really
thanks for stopping through.
Sitting down.
It's always good to have you, and don't be a stranger. San Diego's a train ride, so
yeah, no,
come on
I'll
up.
be here often.
All right,
hell yeah,
cool, man.
Hey, that's been a stream, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning
everybody.
in. Digital Spenders Club and Entropy, a match made in heaven, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving us your time today.
Thanks for tuning in. Cheers, everybody. Go hit that comment, that like, hit follow on Digital Spenders Club, follow on Entropy. Make sure you're commenting on everything. Give us your feedback, and we'll see you guys next time. Because there's going to be a next time.
There's a next time. All right.
Hey, take care till